On the savanna, lions are often seen as the dominant predators, possessing strength and hunting experience. But not every attack leads to victory, as depicted in the movies. When facing familiar adversaries and unexpected dangers, small mistakes can turn the tide. These rare moments show that even lions can sometimes find themselves at a disadvantage. On the vast savannas of Africa, lions are present as symbols of controlled power. A mature male lion can weigh between 400 and 500 pounds, with a slow gait, shoulders lowered, and each step carefully calculated. It is not in a hurry. In this world, energy is something to be conserved for the right moment. Lions are the only big cats that live in prides. A pride typically consists of a lioness, cubs, and one or more males who protect a territory spanning tens of square miles. For much of the time, lions rest in silence, sometimes for 18 to 20 hours a day. When they act, every decision carries risk. On the savanna, strength is only meaningful when combined with patience and the right timing. On the savanna, African wild dogs move quickly and are organized. Each weighs only about 40 to 70 pounds, much smaller than a lion, but they don't rely on individual strength. Wild dogs survive thanks to speed, discipline, and the close bond of the pack. When danger arises, they react simultaneously as a unified whole. In the arid land, an older lioness, about 15 years old, emerges in search of water. Her body is tired, her reflexes slower than before. Ahead, a pack of wild dogs suddenly blocks her path. They fan out in a wide circle, moving quickly and making constant noise to exert pressure. The lioness counterattacks in an instant. She catches a slow-moving wild dog. But immediately, the entire pack turns around. They approached, harassed, and distracted from multiple directions, forcing the lioness to constantly maneuver. Faced with the risk of injury, the lioness was forced to release her prey and retreat. The wild dogs prevailed thanks to their coordinated pack action. On the savanna, sometimes collective solidarity is enough to force the stronger to back down. In the list of rivals that lions fear, hyenas always hold a special place. The two species live and forage in the same area, sharing about 58% of the food resources, making competition inevitable. Encounters are therefore frequent, subtle, and prolonged. Despite facing many disadvantages in Etosha, hyenas maintain their presence thanks to their large numbers and ability to coordinate as a pack. A young lion, while on the move, separated from its pack and entered the center of a hyena clan's territory, consisting of nearly 20 individuals. They didn't approach directly. The hyenas fanned out, constantly changing positions, advancing and retreating. Short, sporadic, close encounters were enough to maintain a prolonged state of tension. Over time, the constant encirclement gradually weakens the lion and forces it to be on guard from multiple directions. The hyena's mobbing tactics create sustained pressure, but also put them in a risky situation. Field observations show that such prolonged encounters often result in losses for both sides. When the situation becomes unfavorable, another lion appears, a member of the same pride. Its mere presence is enough to make the entire hyena clan retreat and end the confrontation. The outcome favors the lion, not because of the strength of an individual, but because of the social bond behind it. Unlike many other herbivores, African buffalo carry a heavy and vigilant presence. An adult can weigh up to 2,000 pounds, with their curved horns always ready to defend their surroundings. They move slowly, but rarely alone. For buffalo, safety comes from staying close together. A pride of lions silently separates the formation, approaching the buffalo herd from behind. They coordinate closely, seeking to disrupt and separate the weaker individuals. The target is quickly identified, a mother buffalo walking close to her calf. But the chances of success are always slim. Even with good coordination, the lion's predatory odds rarely exceed 10% against a buffalo. When pressure builds, the mother buffalo immediately turns, standing between her calf and the threat. From behind, the entire herd quickly turned around, spread out, and advanced, forcing the lions to retreat. Under pressure from multiple sides, the lions were forced to split up and leave. The cubs were protected, and the buffalo herd quickly restored its original formation. The encounter ended with the advantage belonging to the buffalo, thanks to the strength of the entire herd. Along rivers and waterways, crocodiles are present almost motionless. Their large bodies, low to the water's surface, blend in with the mud and grass along the banks. A mature crocodile can generate a bite force of up to 3,700 pounds per square inch, enough to inflict serious damage in an instant. This is where crocodiles have an absolute advantage, and also the boundary where lions must be cautious. While moving in the sweltering heat, a lion descends to the water's edge to cool off. On dry land, it is accustomed to controlling its space. But upon entering shallow water, complacency sets in. Beneath the murky surface, a crocodile is waiting, almost imperceptibly. In a split second, the water suddenly churns violently. The crocodile lunges forward like an arrow, swift and decisive. The lion, startled, reacts instantly. It turned and sprinted at full speed toward the shore, water splashing behind it with each hurried step. The distance quickly narrowed, and the lion made its way back to dry land. The crocodile remained in the water, where it held its natural advantage. The encounter ended, a reminder that the boundary between land and water is always a place where roles can shift in an instant. Besides rivers and shallow waters, hippos are among the most dangerous creatures of the savanna. Although herbivorous, they are known for their aggressive temperament and fierce territorial defenses. An adult hippo possesses tusks nearly 20 inches long, with an estimated bite force of 1,800 psi. On land, they can charge at incredible speeds, turning seemingly peaceful water into a dangerous place. While navigating a stretch of river, 3 male lions descended into shallow water. They moved cautiously, but their presence did not escape the notice of a hippo resting nearby. Almost immediately, the hippo turned and charged forward with its full weight. Faced with this sudden, rapid advance, one of the lions immediately retreated. The other 2 turned and fled at the last moment, trying to maintain a safe distance. The hippos pursued with their mouths wide open, only stopping when the territorial boundary was re-established. The encounter ended quickly, and the pride of lions chose to retreat from the area. The hippos held their ground, asserting control of the water. On the savanna, the predator's advantage varies depending on the terrain. Through these rare encounters, the familiar image of the lion gradually becomes more complete. Strength, speed, and experience do not always guarantee the desired outcome. Each opponent, each terrain, carries its own limitations that even lions must respect. In the natural world, survival does not belong to the strongest, but to the one who knows how to adapt at the right time.
Under the scorching African sun, lions are always at the center of unexpected confrontations. Every step they take on the tall grass can be the start of a lightning attack. The lion's sharp eyes scan the space, looking for the moment to close in on its prey. On this vast land, just a slow breath can make the lion lose its advantage. This is where the lion's instincts explode most strongly, and every movement can turn into a decisive attack. Lions are the epitome of power on the savanna, weighing in at over 420 pounds and built for quick, decisive pounces. The male lion's thick mane protects his head and neck during confrontations. They live in prides, each with its own role. Females hunt in concert, while males defend territories that can stretch for miles. Lions have exceptionally keen senses. Their hearing can pick up sounds as close as a mile away, and their sense of smell can pick up scents from afar on shifting winds. All of this combines to create a powerful survival instinct, making them a resilient, calm, and omnipresent predator on the vast savanna. In a pride of lions, the feeding order reflects the individual's position. The male lion eats first, followed by the females and cubs. This order keeps the group stable, but sometimes it also causes conflicts. A female lion once got too close to the male's food, causing him to become angry. With his larger jaw and stronger skull, the male launched an attack so powerful that the female lost the ability to move her lower body. From a promising hunter, the female became completely dependent on the pride, sometimes even being left behind. Compared to conflicts during meals, battles for territory are much more fierce. On the edge of a strong alliance's territory, a wandering male lion accidentally entered a forbidden area. Immediately, the two males of the alliance closed in from two directions, forming a pincer attack. With the second strongest bite force of a big cat and a habit of aiming for the opponent's spine, they quickly left the intruding male unable to fight back. In Kruger, another male lion was attracted by the scent of a buffalo carcass and accidentally invaded the territory of the two local rulers. The encounter was fierce. Its thick mane helped to minimize the damage to its neck, but the attacks focused on its flanks were the decisive factor. The battle was considered by observers to be the most brutal since the Mopogo era. From a predator at the top of the food chain, the male lion fell and became a meal for the victor. A pride of lions usually has between 1 and 4 dominant males. When they cannot find consensus, they are forced to fight to determine the hierarchy. Sharp claws, strong slaps, and fast attack speed make the encounters a great challenge. The scars on each individual's body are proof of those fierce battles. Only the victorious male lion retains the right to mate and protect the territory. Not only do male lions protect the territory, female lions are also always wary of invading female lions. A lone female lion once mistakenly stepped into the territory of another pride. Immediately, the resident female lions rushed to attack. Although she tried to fight back, the female lion was quickly overwhelmed by the superior numbers. Injuries covered her body, but her final strong roar stopped the whole pride, allowing her to escape. In another place, a desperate female lion was surrounded by a pride consisting of a dominant male and many other female lions. The battle left countless injuries on the female lion's body, but with a resounding roar, she made the whole pride wary and protected her life. Further back, a male lion from Tinswallow once confronted Mberi males in a life and death battle. He survived, but the serious injuries left his body exhausted, unable to hunt. He gradually weakened day by day. On the savanna, when a male is no longer able to feed himself, his chances of survival are almost gone. Fights for food and territory are at the heart of lion life. They force individuals to face their own limits, where instinct, strength, and alertness decide fate in every moment. she followed a buffalo bull away from the herd, confident that the short distance would provide her with an opportunity, but her confidence quickly betrayed her. As the lion charged, the buffalo spun around and launched a powerful charge, its horns hitting the lion about 12 inches below the armpit. It's 220+ pounds. Blood parasites are a silent threat, slowly weakening many lions without them even realizing it. A male lion was once recorded having convulsions while chasing prey, a clear sign of a disorder caused by blood disease. Elsewhere, a lioness suffered a head injury after getting caught in a trap, forcing rescuers to intervene to free her. And there are unfortunate males who get caught in a trap while hunting, losing a leg but still trying to continue on the challenging journey of wildlife. On the savanna, 70% of a lion's diet comes from zebras and wildebeests. But not all stalking is successful. One day, a lioness lay motionless for hours, watching a herd of wildebeest just a few dozen feet away. They were too alert, and the slightest movement would have caused her opportunity to slip away. Failure is a familiar thing for predators. Lioness with broken leg hunt and caught wildebeest in Kruger Park. Another time, despite a sore front leg, she continued to stalk a herd of wildebeests. Her patience allowed her to approach at the right time and eventually kill a calf that had strayed from the herd. That small victory was the source of energy needed to get through the difficult days, when food had been scarce for days. Lions were forced to seek out a dead hippo, but a live hippo was a different threat. With teeth that are more than 20 inches long and a bite force exceeding 1,800 pounds per square inches, a bite to the mouth can make it impossible for a lion to hunt again. There was even a time when an adult hippo charged from the water's edge, forcing the entire pride of lions to retreat. In the wild, every hunt is a new test. Sometimes it's luck, sometimes it's a challenge. But for lions, as long as they're standing, the journey to survival continues. Spotted hyenas are persistent and highly organized animals, known for their ability to communicate with a variety of sounds. High-pitched cries, long howls, and laughter-like sounds are all used to warn and call on their mates. On the savanna in the late afternoon, just one resounding sound is enough to quickly summon the entire pride. Under the African sun, every second counts. A lone lioness is trying to keep her food when the hyenas approach. Their constant calls put pressure on the lioness, forcing her to retreat. With their large numbers and relentless approach, the hyenas force the lioness to retreat up a slanted tree to keep a safe distance. According to scientists, just 4 to 6 hyenas can make it difficult for a lioness. The old injuries to her hind legs and tail put the lioness at a disadvantage against the constant pressure. They circled around, approached, and then left, always keeping the lioness on guard. However, with her persistence and strong warning sounds, the lioness gradually made the hyenas retreat, returning the quiet space in the afternoon. In another area of the national park, an old lioness was looking for food when she was confronted by the appearance of many hyenas. They are species that often look for opportunities to approach weakened lions. Although her strength was not as before, the lioness still tried to move towards the bush. The hyenas followed her every step, but her perseverance helped her hide in the dense forest, where the hyenas could not go deep. The hyenas always observed and waited for the right moment to put pressure on the weakened lions. But in the wild, as long as there is alertness and determination, the female lion can still find a safe path to continue her journey of survival. In a land where every moment is filled with danger, the lion continues to walk with instincts that have been honed over time. Confrontations, wounds, challenges, and moments of near death only further clarify the endurance of this dominant predator. Whether strong or weakened over the years, each individual leaves its own mark on the vast savanna. When the night falls, the lion's roar still echoes, reminding that it has never stopped being present. And it is that presence that keeps the rhythm of wildlife going without stopping.